everybody. Overall podcast. Graham, how's your week going, man?
My week's been good, dude. A little hectic, I'll be honest. Had some issues. I got into a collision last week, and I was at a stoplight, and a lady hit me. And I just now heard from her insurance company. It's been a week and a half. It's been quite a bit of an issue on their end, nothing to do with the girl that hit me. She's been really helpful, but everything to do with the insurance companies, which just shows why the government shouldn't handle anything in the first place. Privatized doesn't even work. But anyways, so that's been an issue, but I finally got my car in the shop today. So I'll get an estimate back and whatnot. So it's been pretty good. Other than that, really, what about you?
It sucks, man. But
Yeah.
I guess it could be worse. I got into a fender bender and actually probably around the same time, but
yeah, I think it was the same day.
Yeah. My truck thankfully didn't have a scratch. I mean, literally maybe a scratch, so I'm cool. But let's see, this week I got a little bit of a more efficient cooling system in the old garage office here.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was miserable for last week's episode and just in general my last 2 weeks. Like 88 degrees up in here. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just going. It's kind of like a slow time for everything, right? Sports are winding down. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but video games suck. Like, it's kind of like, man, just kind of just get through the day.
I know. Like yesterday I bought ARMA 3. I've been talking about it. And I've enjoyed it, but dude, it is a deep dive into a different side of gaming that I'd never even ever have touched. I'm enjoying it.
Like RPG more?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, okay. It is more RPG style, but on a massive scale, right? It's open world. It's like an open island technically that you're fighting on. A lot of people play it like they're actual soldiers. Which is fun if you have a group of guys that are there for it. But then there's also your casuals. And then I've noticed that recently, like in the server that I've been getting into more and more, like there's some people that are just like, I mean, for the lack of a better word, assholes. Like there's this British dude that was in my server today, and he just was like, need a medevac, blah, 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 blah. And this dude's like, shut the fuck up. You're not even in the army, bro. And I'm like, he's having a good time. Let him have a good time, dude. Who are you to judge this guy? Sorry, you're miserable. This guy's enjoying life right now, playing video games like he's an army man. Like you weren't the kid with your little green toy soldiers, building forts in your house.
Game. I mean,
exactly. Enjoy it.
There. Yeah, we're going there to escape reality for a reason.
Yeah, and then but other than that, I finally got gold on ranked in Apex, so I can finally get to play ranked with you for real.
I know, man. I did not. I actually got diamond, so I just didn't expect me to get to platinum so quick. And then I probably just forgot about the whole like they're keeping the tight knit grip on the ranks for cheaters. However, like that's your answer. Like, yeah, okay, but whatever. I was just googling ARMA 3. It's funny. So it came out in 2013. So of course, first people also ask, is ARMA 3 a dead game? That's just like a Twitter thing. Like everybody asks that, but it looks kind of cool.
Yeah. Man. Actually, there was some discussion I've been watching, like, is ARMA 3 a dead game? But I think actually it's
obviously not, right?
It's not. I don't think it is at all. There's lots to it. And I think that's why a lot of people don't play it, because you're not going to find some 15 or you're not going to find some 12-year-old on there. It's too much game for them. It's not plug in your controller and play. In fact, I found that using a controller in that game is more difficult. And so this is helping me with my mouse and keyboard a lot, and like finding my keys, because I've never played really mouse and keyboard. But it is helping with that. But I mean, honestly, I've enjoyed it. I've only played like maybe 3-4 hours on it, but I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it literally is not dead if it's around for you to ask that question. I always find that funny.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Speaking of which, though, if you're going to get on keyboard, if I was going to put an effort to learn it, I would want to. Have you ever seen like Tfue and a bunch of other pro players like turn that thing
Aim
vertical?
labs.
No, the vertical.
Oh, vertical. Well, yeah, yes. Whenever you have a keyboard that size, but I have a full size keyboard because I work from like this keyboard, and so I need a full number thing.
Right.
So,
yeah, me too. Yeah, I would learn that just because I feel obviously it might not be efficient, etc., to get there, but looking at like I think Tfue used to have like a hand cam, so I would again. I'm not a pro player. I can't analyze his movements, but my point is, it looked like it could be more convenient when however long it took to get a grasp of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I ever learn keyboard, my point is I'll buy a little 6-inch ducky like he's got, and just,
exactly. Yeah. I think that'll probably be my next, because I mean, people do say you need like 2 keyboards, 2 mice, and stuff like that if you're gonna game. But I'm like, come on, dude, what kind of money you think I make?
Yeah, right. Like I'll be all right. Yeah. I stream off my PS4 for the time being. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, man, that's cool. I'll give it a shot. I don't know. Maybe. I'll say maybe. Don't
yeah. I mean,
I know you weren't hitting me up for that, but
yeah. Think about it. It's $8 right now. And then the full bundle is like another 40. So you spend, $32. So you spend $40 in total on the game. Is it worth it? To me, yes, it will be. I haven't bought the expansion pack yet. I still want to make sure that like this is something I'm going to get into before I just go off and buy the expansion pack. But I think it will be probably around next month or so. I'll probably buy the expansion pack. But yeah, I'm having fun with it so far. It's a good, nice relief off of Apex because I haven't found the reason to rage, which is nice. Like if you die, it's because like you weren't being tactical. Yeah, you weren't being tactical. There is no such thing as like run and gun in this game. You got to peek corners. You got to You got to, walk up staircases the right way, because you get 2-tapped, you're done. Bullet drop off is real. Like you have to really use your tick marks and your scope to angle your shots and stuff. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Awesome. Pretty realistic.
Yeah. Huh. We differ on some things gaming wise. I don't know if that speed is for me, although I like slower speeds. So I might just have to try it. Like that Tarkov, I'm just gonna have to try it.
It's both. It's slow, but once you're like, so I would say the slow part of it is getting to the area of operation. But once you're in it, dude, you better be ready and on your P's and Q's, because there's guys everywhere.
Open world, right? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Open map. Cool, yeah. It's probably about the same size map as like GTA, stuff like that.
Dang. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that's big. So I don't know if you saw this, but Tom Brady called out Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers again. So if you remember back to our episode not too long ago, I'll link it up in the top here. Tom Brady made a bunch of memes about Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau. Really, really funny. Well, the trash talk is continuing leading up to the match. So I believe it was just the other day he was playing golf, and he walks up to a putt and he says, he's like, Bryson, this one's for you. Aaron, this one's for you. And Phil, this is going to be us all day. Get used to seeing this. Let's go. And then hits a pretty awesome putt, I'd say, and sinks it. So the trash talk is there. I'm really enjoying Tom Brady really, taking jabs at these guys. It's going to make for a fun, I guess, match to watch. It's actually going to be humorous, I think,
Yeah, I didn't keep up with that. I thought you were going down. It's like, wait, man, we touched on that already. So yeah. No. Tells how out of touch I am. I love Tom Brady. I love him on Twitter. I do too. I hate Twitter. He's one of these few bright spots. Have you seen Aaron Rodgers play ever, by the way?
Golf? No, I haven't.
He's good. Like 10 years ago, I watched him. Poor guy was wearing cargo shorts, but he was still on the course. Anyway, my point is he was drilling him. Like really? I'm very confident that Aaron is better than Tom. So
well, see, one of the things about the two are that they are both phenomenal athletes. Flat out. They could go play whatever sport they wanted to and be professionals at it. 100%.
It was like a pro-am, and God, I don't remember. If anybody out there does, I don't know why you would, but let us know in the comments. It's like 2012, 2013-ish, I think. And it was a pro-am, and he was literally under par. Like, I mean, like, yeah. He wasn't just like 8 over, 10 over, like, but good enough. I mean, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I know what I'll do when I retire. If I were him, go to the Champions Tour.
Exactly.
That'll be fun, man. Of course, I love Aaron. And I love Tom. So
yeah, they're both great.
Bill. Bryson's to me a douchebag, but so I might have to pull for Tom. But.
The match will be fun to watch, and I'm excited to watch it. We should maybe think about doing a live coverage over it one day. That'd be fun.
Yeah. How far away is it? Do you know? Do we have a date? I don't know.
Let me find out.
We'll try to find a date because
I can find it.
Yeah. God, there's something about Bryson, man. God, I don't want to be mean on this podcast, but just, I don't know. Just for me personally, you love him, don't give a shit. That's great. I just don't. There's something about him. I don't know. So I guess I'm supporting that other guy, Blake. But yeah. Plus, he teams up with Barstool more. I don't know.
When is it? Oh, Aaron, on July 6th at Moonlight Basin in Big Sky, Montana.
July 6th. That is my wife's B-day, so no go on the live stream. Sorry. But we'll do something for it.
So your wife is more important?
Yes. To whatever the address of your question is, yes. On a completely different side of the sporting world, my Tennessee Vols men's baseball team completely, try not to curse here, shit the bed. I tried. It didn't last long. They did what they did best. Yeah. Yeah, Texas, man. Texas.
Of all teams.
Yeah. Yeah, we gave you guys your state, and this is how you repay us. I'm teasing. I mean, that's actually accurate. My point is,
I mean, honestly, you should have beat the dog snot out of them. I would have preferred it. It
started Saturday. We got beat up really badly Saturday against Virginia, and then this was like a losers bracket game, if you will, right? Like win or go home.
Yeah.
So I guess the boys just had their prides hurt from Saturday. Or Sunday, I'm sorry, Sunday. Because here's the running joke. The reason I remember it's Sunday, Father's Day. For some reason, and I keep up with Tennessee sports. Tennessee baseball is probably lower on the totem pole than the rest. But they've had the best year. Point is, apparently they had some kind of khaki frat looking hat, which is cool. It said Daddy.
I did see that.
That was cringe to watch the special on it. And again, I'm a Tennessee fan. And then they tried to give a little story. I don't know. I just don't think you say the word daddy ever. But my point is, it was, I read a tweet from some Tennessee fans. It was like, how, like, we deserved this loss and we lost on Father's Day whenever we had a stupid moniker named Daddy all year.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. We were doomed from the start. So that's
exactly.
Good.
But, on A&M side, we hired TCU's baseball coach. And so I'm excited to see what happens with A&M. He said the recruiting's going pretty good. So, maybe we'll be up there with you guys next year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, SEC's so good that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hail State may win the whole dang thing.
Yeah, dude. I saw on Twitter last night, Chipper Jones. You remember him? The Braves?
Yeah.
I grew up in the South. So again, like Chipper's kind of the Braves are the only team in the South. It's not that I'm a Braves fan now. But anyway, his nephew, son, I don't know, something like that. Probably not his son. His nephew plays at Mississippi State. Hit a home run last night. So whatever it is, first name is Jones. Left-hander. I could see like the similar switch hit stance. It was just eerie. And then he retweeted it and commented on it. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
That's cool.
He went to Florida. So thankfully his nephew and or son and or whoever that is to him is not as douchey and did not go to Florida because Florida is douchey. I want to set the record straight there. But
we don't like the University of Florida.
Sorry.
Not at all.
Yeah. If that offends you, please let us know. I will have friendly banter, but just know.
I know. Hey, and if it does offend you,
University of Florida.
I don't care either. I don't care if it offends you.
Yes.
I mean, technically, when I did this, I should have gotten a flag on the play, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And maybe the head coach for Texas could have texted you and did all that because that's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Tom, what a stand-up guy, Tom Herman. He already got canned, right?
Yeah, I think so. Dude, Texas can't.
Last year.
Yeah. Texas can't keep a coach to save their lives, man.
Oh, yeah. Good for them. But, yeah, Tennessee's baseball coach kind of came out of nowhere, the success and everything.
Mhm.
Tony V. Vitello. Sounds like LSU, who we just beat the brakes off of with some payback. I remember talking about it on here a couple weeks ago, probably on the episode. But that was fun. Their coach is old. Made some comments. Oh, okay, sorry. His coach is old. He's retiring. That's the reason for that comment. Not that it matters. Anyway, then he made some comments. We beat the brakes off of him like in the tournament, and here we are. He retires, as we all figured. Now they're gunning for our coach. Of course they are. Yeah.
But, a lot of what comes with a good coach is a good crew. And one of the things that Tennessee does best at recruiting all sports is getting athletes to buy into their program. I think it's one of the reasons that their football team has stayed relevant for so long is because y'all recruit athletes that are willing to buy in to what's going on and not ride the fame and the coattails of their, of the name on their back, at the back of their jersey, and really want to represent the one that's on the front of it.
Yeah, and to that point, like, you're right. Well, the fans, like, I'm biased, I'm sure, but like, I don't know a ton of fan bases that hasn't had really national success for better part of 20 years, maybe 15. Depends on how you define success. 8 wins does not define success for me, but we've had a few of those. But and still be like top 2 and 3 in national sales for revenue, for merchandise, for. I mean, it's insane. We have no right being up there. They literally
A&M's number 1 right now.
Right now, yeah. I don't even know who. I haven't kept up with it, but I don't know. You're right though, and the players. Let's assume here for a second nobody cheats and gets paid, okay? Because let's just go into that presumption, which we all know probably everyone does.
Yeah.
So assuming that and accepting that as truth for the rest of this conversation, then if you just look all this, or let's assume they all get paid, but it's all the same, okay? All right. So then it's all equal. My point is.
Right.
So a lot of the kids have to make a decision like, do I go to Bama? And I guess Clemson's similar level now, and geez, I don't know, Ohio State, I guess, probably the top echelon.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'd put them 1B, but yeah, okay. But anyway, you go there, you're probably going pro unless you just completely suck and do not ever play.
Yeah.
Even if it takes 3 years, right? Like all those Bama running backs, they don't play. You don't even know. Alvin Kamara was a redshirt freshman at Bama, and then he got in some trouble anyway, ended up at Tennessee. But see, when they make that commitment to Tennessee, I guess what I'm saying is like, I guess there is a sense of like, bring this program back / a huge national program that just sucks right now, and I get to play and still get on national TV is probably a big part. But Alvin Kamara has no point in being loyal to us. I don't feel he has an obligation. He was benched, meaning like he was our backup until we had to kick off the starter against but then Kamara started against A&M that game we were there. My point is, and he set a record. Say like, I don't know, he doesn't owe us anything, and he still does. So to your point, you might be onto something there. That's not thought about. I just dwell on the fact that we suck, but
and A&M has issues with that. Big issues with kids wanting to care more about themselves than about the program itself. It's sad. It's disappointing because A&M used to run itself on pride of, school honor and, dignity, but we lost a lot of that. And, say what you want about Kyler Murray, but his story at A&M is trash. And we can go into that another day if you want, but, his lineman cleaned his locker out for him and told him to pack his bags and get out.
Linemen don't like you, nobody likes you.
Exactly. And so, great to his success, and I hope he gets more of it. But at the same time, we need more kids who are willing to buy in and represent their school and want to play college football, because it seems like nowadays, mostly the only reason that they play college football is so they can get out in a year and go play in the NFL, play for 3 years, get sent down, practice squad, and now I'm working at the local dealership.
Yeah. I'll offer a rebuttal in the sense of, I don't think school should be above your own interests, because how am I going to say this? The only thing true in this world is looking out for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you can't look out for yourself and others, but let's just assume that the worst kind of person only looks out for themselves. the best kind of person should still look out for themselves, but put the school equal, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Um,
That makes sense.
because the school will use and abuse you. I mean, if it has, again,
100%.
true to the nature of a business, the business only cares about itself, of course, if you're collateral damage. But it is cool to see if you do it the right way. Like the Tennessee has a Vol for Life program. I don't know if the Aggies have anything. I've never heard of it. I'm sure they have an alumni thing, but like, I guess it's like catchphrase VFL, like kind of thing. But like former players actually, like I see them on Twitter with blue check marks without. Some guys who went pro, some guys who didn't. Some guys who went pro for a year, out of the league. You know, like Hall of Famers in the NFL, non-Hall of, you never heard of them, but they all like get in there and like you see them tweeting, so that therefore they keep in touch and they like get together and have cookouts and school sponsored things, like, and then they bring in younger guys who just did it. Now Alvin's kind of doing those things, and of course Peyton, but it's cool to see. I mean, go to school, but then have that relationship. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
You know, but at the same time, don't forget about the place that gave you the platform to reach that goal. Right. And so, like, I think you do owe some loyalty, whether or not Texas A&M or the University of Tennessee or Alabama uses you for profits. But at the same time, they are giving you the biggest platform and the biggest stage, and sometimes bigger than NFL team stages, for you to compete at.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't have to recruit you. They did because they saw something in you and they had hope that you would give something back to their team. So I think, there is some sort of sense of loyalty that you have to give to your school that allowed you to become the platform that you are, you know?
Yeah. Everybody's focused on and I get it. I get that they're kids quote, and I get that angle. But my point is at the same time, even if it's minuscule, that kid would not be as famous or be as drafted if he didn't go to Bama. Okay? Let's just point it out. Any draft pick this year, God, I'm trying to rack my brain. Who was, maybe except for Devontae Smith and a couple others, but there was like an offensive lineman that drafted first round that probably was a late round pick, and then he had some legal. I think it was like an offensive tackle. My point is, if he did not go to Alabama, he probably doesn't get drafted because he has some off the field issues. And you're talking a difference of $10-20 million in signing bonus as a first round pick versus my point, it's about 550 grand is the minimum. So my point is, it's not completely 100% poor kids. Okay. There's a little bit, it's not fair if you want to go fair, but life's not fair. My point is just, that's all we're hitting on here. You know?
Yeah.
It's not, it's never one side or the other in the sense. It's fun to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, go Vols. LSU, piss off. Nobody thinks
piss
you're
off
better than
LSU.
Tennessee.
No.
I like
piss
LSU,
off LSU,
but it's your baseball team's better than us. Your football team's still not better than us. We got 6 natties. You've still got 2. Okay, we haven't won one in 20 years. We're giving you a 30-year head start probably. Just get to half of our amount. You know, like there's no. I guess we just got to pay him. That's all it's going to come down to.
A&M won a natty before most of y'all schools were even created. So
I'm going to fact check that. Hold on. Let me get my Twitter glasses on. Make sure it's PC.
When did we, not your school specifically, but A&M's national championship, I think the first one was in 1929 or 39.
I got to look this up now. Let's go. Are you looking up A&M's?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to look up. There we go. And these are the claimed ones. I want to clarify to anybody out there, any naysayers, okay? Because there's a lot of unclaimed. I think we'd have 30 championships.
A&M's football team won their first national championship in 1919, then won another one in 1927, and then another one in 1939.
You guys have 3?
And guess what? In 1919, we outscored our opposition 275 points to 0.
All right. I don't like Wikipedia. Oh, they have the accurate amount. So we claimed 6, 1938, 1940, 1950, 1951.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You guys might be the first in the SEC now.
Yeah.
Well,
we were technically in the SEC back then. It was the Southwest Division.
Was it the Southern Conference though? Because I know back in the day, if you guys want a history lesson, near Chattanooga, where in Tennessee, there's a Mont Eagle. There's a college called Sewanee. Okay, private. I think it's religious, but Sewanee. And back in the old day, and it might have been here in the 30s when Tennessee won, but Sewanee in the Southern Conference, they called it. I think maybe it's Southwestern, but they ran.
Yeah, Southwest Conference, the Southwest Conference. From 1915 to 1996, we were in the Southwest Conference, which was at one point the SEC.
I didn't know that.
I believe that is the history of it. Yeah.
We got something to chew on now. I like learning, right? That's all I want to do every day.
Because some of the big names are in the Southwest Conference, LSU, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're in the Southwest Conference.
Here we go. Southern. Okay. All right. So Sewanee, who I was talking about, Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Association. Southern Conference. Here we go. 1924 to 1932. This had UT Chattanooga, which I knew because I went to school there at one point. Furman. So the Southern Conference still in existence. Southeastern Conference actually has been in existence. Yeah, 1932.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. Fun fact. Sorry, guys. Hope you learned along with us. If you didn't, and you already knew that, good for you.
Yeah. Who knew, right? Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into our show. Don't forget that our my merchandise, Mr. Mulligan Golf, has dropped on Etsy.com. Go check that out. Snag you something cool. I really appreciate it if you do that. We're still talking about the overall podcast stuff. We're trying to find the best suitable place to produce our merch. We just want to make sure when we do it right with a good quality. We don't want to put out something half-assed just to make a quick buck. So we are working on that. So again, thank you guys for tuning in again today. And we'll hope to see you again next time.
And of course, guys, give our socials below in the description some follows. Click the link, subscribe to the YouTube video there. Let us know in the comments if you guys are interested in merch, thoughts on merch. If you like comfort colors, that's my fraternity days showing through. If you don't, I don't know. Any thoughts? We'd appreciate the guidance or some help or your input. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.